Yeah, okay. Vampires aren't real. That's what you say, right? Aliens aren't real. That's what you say, right? Well, let me tell you a little something about the ocean. Just a little something. For one, we're going to start with the vampire squid. I mean, you can do your own research. These things are incredible. They're not only vampires because of their teeth, and if you saw their teeth, whoa, they're crazy. But the DNA, nobody really knows where it comes from, meaning like it doesn't match any other type of DNA other than vampire squid. And their intelligence is unknown. It's just known that they're very, very smart. And they blend in and they kind of just float around the bottom or the ocean with like very minimal oxygen. And they turn crazy colors like vibrant blue and orange and red. They're also known as biolum bioluminescent. Let me say that right. Bioluminescent vampire squid. I mean, these things are just crazy. So I was doing a little research on them and how they survive and their simple tactics, and I've come to a conclusion that we really just don't know much about them. We think they just survive simply, and that's that. And we don't know how long they've been here or why they do the things they do. We could just have theories, right? Which are good. All good ideas are based off a theory, but an idea is an idea. It's not like we can ask the squid, right? But judging by the teeth in this thing's mouth, um, glad they're not bigger. Or are there bigger ones? That's a huge question, right? Nobody's asked that. Like, we only documented these little pretty ones that got crazy vampire teeth, and that's awesome. And they don't bother us, so we don't bother them type mentality. In reality, it's like, what's if there's like OG vampire squid that's, king shit? He's friggin' huge and he lives without oxygen. Like, who knows what could be going on with these things? Anyway, let's cut from that. I'm going to introduce you to the sea dragon. Because again, dragons aren't real, vampires aren't real. Well, here we are again, another example. We have a deep underwater creature that we just named the sea dragon, the camouflage sea dragon. Again, it can change its colors, it can do whatever it wants, hide from predators, and it eats shrimp. I love shrimp myself. So these things just float along the bottom of the ocean. Do, 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 do. They got the snout. They look like it's a cross between a seahorse and something else. A seahorse and a squid, I believe. Um, and that's what we theorize. Again, we really don't know. And they just travel along and they live, but they're known to be going extinct, right? Because only in southern Australia, so we know. But these things are crazy looking too and very mysterious. These are the things that I'm interested in. And with 2025, we should all be interested in like what's really in our oceans, what's in our water. This earth is like 80, 90% water. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you guys all know it's all water. But what's underneath? And what are they not telling us? Like, if you do some research, these creatures are crazy. Look at the teeth on the friggin' vampire one and let me know. Peace.